Hello and welcome, it's Leon Streete again, and today I wanted to give you some free tips on search engine optimization, SEO, and in particular with a focus on meta tags. Meta tags are tags that are associated with a web page and have a particular importance when you are searching online for a website and with search engines. Now what I'll do, I've just done a search for my own name to bring up my own website on Google, and we're just going to go to leonstreet.com. Right, first of all, we come to the web page, and what I want to point out is meta tags are something that you don't normally see when you first of all get to a website, but they have a high importance with your website, in particular with the search engines. Search engines use meta tags effectively like labels or description tags, pretty much like the kind of labels that you see on your clothing when it tells you to wash your clothes at 40 degrees or whether to dry or have it dry cleaned. Now, web pages, the way you get to see the label is if you view the source of a page, which is effectively viewing the HTML. And to do this, we need to right click on the web page and go down to view page source. This then opens up the HTML, the coding, the structure of your web page. If we start from the top and we scroll down, you'll see that we've got a number of labels here that say meta. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are the meta tags that are currently on my web page. In particular, I want to focus your attention to the description tag, and the reason for this is Google pays a lot of attention to this tag. Now, the description tag is effectively the tag that is used by search engines in order to associate a particular web page with the results that it generates when people search for key phrases and they're linked to what your website either does, whether it be a product or service. And if your website is ranking well, then obviously you'll come further up the rankings, and by having a great description meta tag, this will help your search engine results and rankings. Now, if we read it here, it says Leon Streete, online marketing professional, author and business owner from Wolverhampton, UK. Now that's what the description meta tag is labeled as here. Now what I'm going to do is we go back to our browser, and I'm just going to press back so we go back to the Google search result. And what you'll see is in the search result here, there's a line that says Leon Streete, online marketing professional, author and business owner from Wolverhampton, UK. And then if I open up the source and we go back to the meta description tag, you'll see it reads the same thing. So this is where the meta description tag comes in very useful. So whatever you put there will, if you've optimized your page correctly, appear here on your Google search results. Now, what I will say is that here you need to think of a couple of things. One, including your key search phrases that you want people to find you for, and two, to make sure that whatever you put there makes sense to a human. So what I mean by that is you don't want to stuff your meta description tag with lots of key phrases just because you want to rank well for those key phrases, but more to the point, you want to think about how best you can serve your customer when they do find your website in the search results and make them more inclined to actually click on your website. I'm going to do another search, and this one is for LAS Design, which is a company I run, and you'll see that the description here in the search results says web design Wolverhampton and online marketing, SEO, and we guarantee an increase in your profitability online or your money back, and there's our telephone number for the company. Now, just to get you thinking, whenever you are creating meta description tags, I do recommend putting in your key phrases, and you can do this for all the pages on your website, so therefore you don't have to stuff them into the meta description tag for your home page. You can do this for all the pages on your site and include something that actually reads well for people, and also your telephone number if you do have a landline number for people to call, or whether it's a mobile. It just makes it easier if people already know who you are and they were simply looking for your telephone number, so therefore they don't actually have to click onto your website. And this will allow people to get in touch a lot faster. It also creates more sense and creates a sense of professionalism, especially if your meta descriptions stand out from the others that are on the internet. Now what I'm going to do is we'll just press back and I'll take you back to leonstreet.com. And as I mentioned, we were looking at the source code, the meta description tag. So whenever you are putting together web pages, make sure that you consider the description tag, and especially if you're optimizing your website to rank well for search engines like Google, Yahoo and Bing, Microsoft search engine. There is another meta tag I want to draw your attention to, which is the keywords one. Many people out there are aware of this one, but since the introduction of meta tags in the 90s, the keyword tag was abused by a lot of website owners, and what happened previously is that people would stuff lots of key phrases. Now you'll see there's actually, in terms of keywords, there's one, then there's a comma, there's two, then there's a comma, three and four. So I've actually got four separated key phrases split by a comma, so this means I've got four keywords. Now my advice here is that you're looking to have around about 10 key phrases in your keywords meta description. Google doesn't really pay much attention to the keyword meta tag, but other search engines do, so it is useful to have the keyword tag as part of your meta tags on your web pages, so do include it. The description tag, I tend to recommend people go for approximately 23 words when they are populating, because again, you don't want to put a paragraph of text in there because it's not going to show up on the search engine results. There are further meta tags out there. There's this one called robots, and this basically tells the search engines to index and follow my web pages. So this allows the search engine robots to rank and list my pages accordingly. And as I mentioned, there are many more out there, and each one just helps to label your web pages up so that the search engines, when they do come to your website, can find it and rank it a lot easier than if you didn't have them. That's all for today, so thank you for watching and good luck with your search engine optimization.